Awesome. So I want to do something a little bit different today, but something that might really, really help you, because it doesn't matter what your life situation is, doesn't matter what your job situation is, what your entrepreneurship situation is, family life. What matters is the emotions that you're feeling because of them. And I know a lot of people out there have these disempowering thoughts and beliefs that keep coming in their head. You may be stuck in a cycle of it. It may just be going round and round, and all you can think of is this one thing that makes you feel anxious or depressed or sad. And it might not be the best thing for you to be thinking of, but you just can't really disconnect this thought. So I want to show you a very quick and very easy exercise that if you take action on it, and the key here is you need to take action on this for it to actually work. You can change your mindset into being happy and positive and loving and more giving, and sorry about that mic knock, but just have a higher quality of life day to day just by changing this one thing. And I want to do this with the use of a very simple Excel sheet. You can write it down if this helps better for you. Or helps you better that way. So the first thing you need to do is you need to identify and codify, because I'm a very logical person. I like codifying things. I like decoding things, hence the name of this channel. And what happens in our heads if we are struggling with something or we're anxious about something is we're replaying a story that we're telling ourselves over and over and over. And you need to identify the stories that you keep telling yourself. And these are called, in this example, disempowering beliefs. And what you need to do when you uncover one of those, and you just need to ask yourself, what do I consistently think of that makes me feel unhappy? Or go back yesterday, what were the thoughts that were going through your head that made you feel unhappy? And then go through and record it live. Spend a day just being like, oh, I feel a little anxious. What was I just thinking? What thought did I just feed my brain? And you need to write down these. And I want to keep it simple because you can overwhelm yourself with this stuff. But if you can remove the top 3 most disempowering beliefs or stories that you've been telling yourself, you're going to radically improve your mind state and your life, and your every day is going to seem a lot brighter and happier. So take the top 3. And a cool thing that you can do too is you can write next to it how often you think that. So a common one I know that's out there is I am fat. Anyone who consistently thinks I am fat, I'm not good enough, I'm overweight, I'm out of control when it comes to food, I binge eat, any of these crazy disempowering beliefs don't make you feel good. It's just like standing in front of a mirror and not liking what you see and just not moving, just going back to that mirror and not liking what you see instead of actually working on it. And if you think of something like this, and this may not be you, this is not me, but these are just examples. Another one might be, I'm stuck in my job that I hate for the rest of my life. When you think about that, when you think it's going to be forever, you're not going to be very happy. You're going to be quite upset or anxious or depressed and be like, what's the point if this is the rest of my life? It's not a great belief. And the thing is, you may see these and they may be true. And in your head, you may be like, okay, well, that's true. Like, why shouldn't I think about that? And to that, I want to say there's a lot of things that can be true and a lot of things that you can make true. I'm going to show you how to find something that is more true, even if there is some objective truth to this. I want to show you that something that's more true. If your goal is to feel happy, if your goal is to feel joy, if your goal is to live a very fulfilled life, well then thinking these thoughts are not true in achieving your goal of living happy. And it's not about tricking ourselves, but it's about actually finding more truthful beliefs, which I'm going to show you how to do in just a second, that make us feel good so we stop replaying this broken record that makes us feel upset. So the third example I've got here for you is, I don't have any friends that I like. And you need to write these down. You need to write down, you can put on a scale of 10, how bad that makes you feel. When you read, I'm stuck in a job that I hate for the rest of my life, that makes me feel an 8 out of 10 on the anxiety or depression or whatever your favorite suffering state is. And you need to write how many times a day you think of this. It may be 100, it may be twice a day, whatever it is, write down next to it. And what you then do is we then need to rewrite the belief, like I said, with something that's more true to our goal, something that is true to our goal to living a more happy or joyous life, if that is your goal, which is my goal. And what we need to do, if I do the big reveal, is we need to write something that you believe. If you don't believe this, then it's not possible. And instead of saying, I am fat, instead of being there in your head and being like, oh, I'm fat, you can go, I'm at the start of my incredible journey of working on my fitness every day. Now, I've kept these short because I couldn't figure out how the text could be wrapped in these boxes, but you can make it even more powerful than that. I am the heaviest I've ever been but it's such a good thing because I'm so uncomfortable and now I'm so committed to working and finding these resources and environment to put myself in to get me into the best shape of my life, and therefore keeping that best shape of my life forever, because I know how painful it is to be in the state that I'm in. That could be as true as the statement, or more true, as I am fat. And what you need to do is you need to write down and pinpoint it and read the sentence back to yourself. And like, cool, if I read that, how does that make me feel out of 10 in terms of happy? And if it's only a 7, be like, cool, what can I add to this sentence that makes it a 10? And sometimes it might be actually believing in it. And if you have to add to the sentence, and I really believe in myself and I believe in the process and I know I can do this. If you have that at the end of your sentence, that might be what takes it to a 10. But you need to find what takes it to a 10 and write it down, and then erase the old belief. Absolutely erase it. And I know what's going to happen is you're not going to magically get it to disappear. But what you need to do is you need to do this with all your beliefs. I'm going to show you the next two in a second. And when you think of this, when this is the trigger, for some reason, your brain for some reason always goes back to, oh, I'm fat, I'm not worth it, I'm overweight, people are looking at me, or whatever those thoughts are, you need to be like, you know what, stop, that's not true. We discovered the thing that is more empowering, the thing that is more true, the thing that's going to help us get to our goals is this sentence. And you pull it out of your pocket. If you've got a blank sheet of paper where you've written these down, if you put it on a note or an Excel sheet like this, pull out your phone and be like, I just thought of this, and I know I'm going to think about this 12 times a day because you've recorded it, and instead I'm not going to believe that, but I'm going to believe the one that helps me more, the one that's more true in achieving my joyous day, which is my goal. And you keep going, and if you think I'm stuck in my job that I hate for the rest of my life, instead you rewrite that, and you say, entrepreneurship is a learnable game that I'm committed to winning. People far dumber than me are winning this game every single day, and I'm committed to this journey. I'm committed to it long term because this job that I'm in creates so much pain, and I thank the job for that because otherwise I'll be stuck in it if it wasn't so painful. And I'm committed to being financially free so I can give that to my family, to my kids, or I can travel the world, whatever it is that you want to do. Write it down and find something that motivates you, find something that empowers you so you can rewrite all of these. And the last one, I don't have any friends that I like. That may be true. You may not have any friends that I like, but instead you could say in your head, when you think of this, I have very high standards for people in my life which will pay off in the long run. And that could be more true or equally as true, but that's the one that you're going to circle around and around in your head now because it makes you feel good, it helps you take action, and it empowers you to have a happier life. So if you're stuck, if you're feeling anxious at all, you need to understand that it comes from the thoughts and the beliefs that you have in your head. And if we can quantify this and write down the 3 most potent ones, and then rewrite the empowering beliefs that we would prefer to actually think of that make us happier, and then systematize this. So anytime that you have these triggers and you feel bad, you know what? I know how to feel good. I'm going to find the more true meaning behind this feeling, and it's that you're at the start of an incredible journey that you're now committed to mastering for yourself and your family, and you're going to feel a lot better. So I hope this helps. I also want to show you how you can change your environment to make sure that you don't have these disempowering beliefs reoccurring over and over again. So I'll make a new video for that. So let me know if this is helpful, put it in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.